Hey guys, it's your girl Kaysalina and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are safely installing a 5x5 glueless closure wig and we're gonna give frontal vibes. I'm gonna show you guys how to slay it, make it look flat. I know 5x5s are really hard to install and it gives bumpy, lumpy wigs sometimes, but I'm gonna show you guys how to body it. So we first start off by putting that black got2b gel all over your forehead. I try to avoid my edges as much as possible, so that definitely helps me a lot with my edge growth. I accidentally applied it all over my head. You see my reaction because it's a closure. So I didn't have to do that whole entire thing, but it ended up working out. After that, you take a layer of got2b spray and I put that exactly where I would normally put it, where the closure is, and it kind of helped that the got2b was from ear to ear because you do not want the cap to lift on the sides. You want it to cover the whole closure area, so that definitely kind of helped that I did that. Next, I took Maybelline Fit Me shade 360, my foundation shade, and I put it all over the ball cap, and it's time to begin cutting. What I do is I cut the thick part of the band first, and then I put it in the back of my head to keep it secure, as you guys can see, and that keeps the wig on. It keeps my braids from coming out in the back. Then I begin to cut the actual cap. So now let's get into this wig. This is the glueless 5x5 wig. I have a tutorial showing you guys how to create the glueless and the elastic band, how to fit it and everything like that. So check out the video in the description box or on the top of this screen. As you've seen, I just take the same foundation and I applied it to the lace. I made a T for the middle part in the front and I just slapped that bad boy on, and look at it. Look at it. I didn't even do nothing yet. So after all that flat ironing, I fell asleep and I got tired, so I'm back. It's the next morning and it's time to continue this install. I'm taking off this silk elastic band and you're gonna see it's getting crusty, dusty, bumpy. So now we're gonna just flatten this wig up, set up these edges, and let's just get into it. So I start off by choosing one side of the closure to start off with and parting it all the way closest to where the closure ends. We are going to hot comb this. I took some Nairobi foaming mousse and I'm just hot combing this side so I can get there as flat as possible. I also use this wax stick. It just busts, and got2b spray because I want this install to last. Like, I want the flatness to last me for the rest of the week, so I definitely want to get it as flat as possible, and this is the method. You have to start off all the way closest to the closure where it ends, like on that side. Do the back as well, just get it flat. Next, I'm parting another section. I split each half into 3. So we're on the right side of my head. I split into 3 sections. Now we're almost at the middle part, not there yet. And we're gonna repeat the process. Oh, what? Here is what makes it bust. Take a flat iron. You didn't have to do it for the last part, but for this part, we're in the middle of the lace. We're gonna take a flat iron and just get those roots flat, you know? It just does what you gotta do. Then we take the wax stick, a little bit of mousse just to give it some movement, and we're gonna hot comb that bad boy and get it flat and molded. Okay?
About all your insecurities for what? Drag me like 2 hours to your family's house for what? Said you need some time, but I should stick around for what? Always felt like sticking around's the same as being stuck. That's that shit that drives me crazy. And like guns with the ink in, getting under my skin. Pretty little young thing, had a nigga come.
So now we're at the middle part. I applied some wax and Nairobi. And a quick tip I would tell you guys is to pull. First of all, look at the flatness. Yeah, we ain't even done. Pull the hair and then rake the hot comb through. It just helps for the hot comb not to get tangled in the wefts of the actual hair, because you want it to go completely through the closure. So I'm just showing you guys the difference between the two sides, because I really flatten that hoe for real. Yeah, thumbnail, cheese. So now we're gonna just repeat everything to the other side. I already repeated the 3 steps, so I'm just doing the last section, repeating it, and yeah, getting the side flat too. I realized there was a little bump back there, so I just pulled down the back of the wig and boom, flat, period. So now it's time to get into, like, the front of the head, the edges and everything. And I realized that the ball cap was peeking out a little bit. It was a little too much on my forehead, so I'm just taking that off. So now it's time to get into the edges, which I really think it just took me so long. Basically, you want to go into a C motion. And what makes it so difficult with closures is that there's a big piece of hair weft wig in the middle of your edge. It's not like when you have a frontal, you can just freely part wherever you want. You have to figure it out, So it's like a puzzle. And I feel like it was looking dumb and I was getting frustrated. And that side came out so good, but the side that you guys can see the closest just wasn't coming out good. But basically, you want to form a C and you just want to make sure it works. And right here, it was just working. It just looked right, So I finally got the shape of my edges, and now I'm just playing around with it to see how it's going to look when I eventually swoop it, and just looking at the flatness. This is basically the structure of how the wig's going to look, so I'm just looking at how it's going to look when I tuck it behind my ear, when I do certain styles, or when the wind blows, like how is this really going to look? And I was pleased, but it gets better. Boom, right here, I was like, yeah, this is giving, like, I ain't even do nothing, and it's low-key giving frontal vibes. So I did not have that black spray to help me with my part because it was a little over plucked, but I do have black eyeshadow from the James Charles palette, so I just made this technique up in my head. I don't know if people were doing this already, but I took that same comb and did the same method, but but instead of using spray, I just used black eyeshadow, and it low-key was giving. Use a dense brush and just pack that hole. Once I realized it was working, I got hyped. I said, what? Pack that shit. Like, pack it up, girl. And I started going crazy. And it was really giving. I messed up a little bit there because, the comb wasn't really straight. But I just redid it, and it was really giving. I should do it before and after. But y'all can go back. Y'all see, the line was not that small before. Period.
I've been throw up the sex in the and I can push you in.
So this is one of my favorite parts. I'm using NYX, but you can use this or any pressed powder your shade, and just apply the makeup to your whole hairline and behind the edges, anywhere you see lace in the front, and I swear it helps with the melt. Now, in case you didn't know the difference between the two ebens, the red one is for a melt and the black one is active for hot days, long lasting, heat, sweat. Yeah, so I'm using the black one because I'm in the Caribbean and it's hot. But realistically, that red one gives you a melt. Like if it's wintertime and I'm in New York or something, yeah, it's giving the red one. So you just spray it behind the edges like you saw, and on the hairline, use your finger to rub it in. It does something. And then boom. It looks crazy, but I'm telling you, it's melted. You just can't tell right now. You're gonna take a baby flat iron This one's by Kiss. If you need any of the items, I'm going to link it in the description. Okay, I got this off of Amazon for less than $20, and you're gonna curl your baby hair. One tip that I'm learning is that right edge is always best when you curl up, and this left edge is always better when you curl it down. So yeah, we're just doing that. So now we're gonna cut the edges. For your right edge, you want to cut into a negative slope. I don't know if you guys remember that math term, but yes, a negative slope. You want the left side of the edge to be the shortest, and the part of the edge closest to your middle part should be the longest. So for the opposite side, it needs to be a positive slope, which is this one. And as you can see, the sides are the shortest and the parts in the middle are the longest. Now we were taking that black got2b to apply it to the roots, and you take the Nairobi to swoop the edge. But I didn't want to do the glue to the roots today because I just didn't feel like I needed that hold. So I just took the Nairobi and I just swooped my edges. I did not put it in speed or fast motion because I want you guys to see how long it took me and just the patience and this what you got to do to get the edges popping.
You got desire. You got that fire. And I'm not a liar. You had me down on my knees every day, had to talk beside. I'm in that 80 and one of the twist different prior. I try to pay all your loans off and cop you a job. I had to stand too close to the city, you acting too vulnerable living this life. I still move your way from history before I copy all this ice. You wanna be my number one, you're not acting like the main thing. I let you play my number two, you barely made the second change. Put you somewhere where no one can find you. Mansion out in the sticks with nothing around you. Katy, Texas, Dallas, Texas, you know a different environment. You got desires, I know. You got desires, I know.
Guys, literally don't kill me, but after this video I literally was super late. I was rushing, my driver was outside, so I had no time to really show you guys a final hair look. But I have so much TikToks and pictures on my Instagram and TikTok at Kselina, so really go check those out if you want to see a really good angle. I only have these clips from when I was on the beach a little bit later on in the day, but trust me, it was giving. Just follow the steps and you'll be good. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a like, comment, subscribe, and see you in the next video.
To them places don't compete. I see it back in the church. Remember who took it at first. Get it. Got you a whip. You ain't got back on the shit. I had to tell you, go get it. I'm always